They get me up in the morning. They give me reason to believe I'm here for somebody, for someone. They make me feel so joyous. Happiness ain't a word to describe what I feel. Like when I try to give it up, sick and tired of all this stuff, they give me a reason to keep going and going. Like when I feel like I should quit, I keep going and going and going. Is that
She said, he said, she said, I'm not really with that. He said, she said, he said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, I run in the trap like relay, get it through the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it through the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it through the mail like eBay. I wake up, I put on my clothes, time to go check me a roll. You can't tell me shit to me, nothing, I really tell nothing is something. Look, I used to be broke like a bitch, I was hurt, I was ugly. These bitches, they ain't wanna touch me, now none of these niggas can touch me. The time that you thought I was spending alone, I was working the phone. The time that you thought I was bugging, I was just stacking my money. Yeah, the time that you thought I was down and out, I was not in the drought. I get the dope and ship it out, American gangster. I know Victoria's Secret, I got the key to the streets. I got some niggas be trapping, they wanted, they coming to me. Look, that bitch say she want me to fuck her just like I be fucking the beat. I told her that me and my niggas gon' be there at 2:45. My diamonds come away from the Mayans and I run the street with some lions. I trap like I want me in Kanye and rap like I want me in Ray. Don't say no shit on the internet, you ain't gon' say to my face. Look, these industry niggas be pussy and I'm trying to give me a taste. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. Trapping, that's my reputation. I like rapping, that's my reputation. I like flipping cars, reputation. Yeah. They know me, they know my reputation. I like kissing bitches, reputation. I'm dismissing bitches, reputation. Flipping money, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. I ain't too fucking dog, reputation. I'm gonna swing first, reputation. I might kill her first, reputation. They know me, they know my reputation. Like a jeans, reputation. I turn my grandma's house to trap house, that's my reputation. I got court cases, shell cases, reputation. Look, they know me, they know my reputation, bitch. She said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He said, she said, ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He said, she said, running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He say, she say, he say, he say, she say, he say, she say. I'm not really with that. He say, she say. I'm not really with that. He say, she say. Hello. He say, she say. Okay. Ask that little bitch on my dictates. I'm not really with that. He say, she say. Running the trap like relay, get it to the mail like eBay. He say, she say. Why they visit like the top
all real shit on that thing. Yeah.
What's good? What's good, everybody, this morning? Look, check it out. They know I'm finna tear a hole in their ass. That's why they sent it. That's why they sent that troll. But check this out. Y'all remember Miss Barbara's nephew, Bill? He lied to us about everything. See, this what they know. They know I was on their heels. They know it. Y'all, we got them. We got them. I've been hitting nerves. We've been hitting nerves, y'all. We've been hitting nerves. They even threatening to shoot my car up, and man, they so funny. I don't even feel like getting riled up this morning. But I'm finna prove to y'all that Bear lied to us all. I'm talking about with solid proof. And then I'm gonna prove to y'all who brought Miss Barbara and Antonia into this story. And then I'm gonna prove to y'all something very special at the end. But I gotta do some type of response to the threat. Gotta make some type of response. But it's all good.
MGS be the best, fuck the rest. Squad. MGS, I rap it till my dad days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, so nigga gotta play. Chopper spray and everything that makes me play. MGS, I rap it till my dad days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, so nigga gotta play. Chopper spraying everything up in the way. In the way. All my niggas squads, brothers in it, black and gray. Black and gray. MGS, I rep it to my dad day. Killer got the 30, Pablo got the 30. Tuki got the Ruger shooter, got the baby K. All my niggas squads, brothers in it, black and gray. Mobbing on them pussies, they know not to fucking play. Just like my nigga Trey, I gotta keep some extra clips. They know running out is not an option, get the duck and swim. Big ass Tootie got me walking with a fucking limp. Cause all we know is murder, we don't do attempt. MGS, I rap it till my dad days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, nigga gotta pay. Chopper spraying everything that make a wave. MGS, I rap it till my dad days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, nigga gotta pay. In a way. All my niggas squads, brothers in that black and gray. MGS, I rep it to my dad days. MGS, I rep it to my dad days. Fuck with one of mine, the nigga gotta pay. I lost my little bro, man, the other day. And ever since that day, I've been going crazy. Slide through your blocks and all of this shot. Fuck who getting hit, bitch, all over the house. Security in the back, workers get it too. Fuck like Moolah, I'ma make this Ruger do the do. All we sell is coke, fuck a Mountain Dew squad. My whole squad drumming for the bout two. Free Don Wood, yeah, grip to my hitters. I wish all my hitters come on soon. MGS, I rep it to my dad days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today.
Fuck with one of mine, the nigga gotta pay. Chopper sprayed everything that been away. MTS, I rep it to my dying days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, the nigga gotta pay. Chopper sprayed everything up in the way. In a way, all my niggas swabs, products in that black and gray, black and gray, black and gray, black and gray. MTS, I rep it to my dying day. MTS, yeah, I rep it to my fucking grave. Wow, I be a fucking fool till they get paid. Yeah, shout out to the crook, yeah, that nigga. Yeah. That nigga told me Merry Christmas, all I say was cash. Where the fuck you niggas be, you niggas in my head. Never all my niggas told them things like that in our head. Never if I had them in his face, I won't leave a trace. Coming straight up out the field, ain't nobody safe. Yeah. And we keep them chopping down the body rock. Ain't fucking with the snitches, nigga, fucking up. No, fucking one money, you gon' need to doctor. Love it at 36 like an opera. If you don't die today, then you die tomorrow. Try to let that 36 like an opera. If you don't die today, you can die tomorrow. Fucking niggas don't, we some fucking mobsters. MTS, I rep it to my dying days. A nigga disrespected, he can die today. Fuck with one of mine, the nigga gotta pay. Chopper sprayed everything that been away.
This fool say he gonna shoot my car. Damn goofy. Coward. Alright. See, they mad. They mad. Cause we finna bust they ass. Finna bust they ass, y'all. We finna bust they ass. Let's get to it.
Oh. Hey, man, what's good, man? This D, man. Yo. You probably didn't recognize my number. I got a new number. You remember me, brother? The one that was helping your auntie? One of the brothers that was helping your auntie? Oh, yeah. How you been? How you been, brother? I'm been cool. How the family? I can't even talk. You probably have to call me back later on tonight. Right now is a good time to talk. I was dealing with a person who got on phases of dementia and people, her daughter trying to get up located, so I ain't even been talking to.
Check this out. We got them down to the grind. Look. And remember, I'm going to tell y'all who brought Miss Barbara and Antonia. I'm going to prove it. But first, let me say this. Here comes Miss Barbara. She's telling us that her daughter is dead. That's her daughter in a casket. All lies. I'm going to prove it. And I'm going to prove why they done it. I'm going to prove how they done it. More importantly, what's going to blow y'all mind is why they done it. They tricked us real good.
Yeah, because I'm tired of the news. Shit all in the middle. So I told them they deal with this because like I said, even my other auntie now say they talk to Ed. She just don't feel like, I guess, man, I don't know. She ain't been like that. Mom.
Now, check this out. Here he is telling us that his other auntie talked to Ann. When we all have said this, we all asked ourselves one common sense question. Okay, Miss Barbara came out and said her daughter is dead. That's her daughter in a casket, and this is what happened to her daughter. Now, we also learned during that time that her and her daughter relationship was terrible. It was one of the worst things I've ever heard. So if that was the case, and Ann felt this way about her mother, Ann could have easily came out and showed her face and made her mother look dumb. Made her look dumb. She could have said, okay, Ma, You doing all of this? I'm finna make you look stupid. Bam. Could have showed herself to the cops, but she didn't do it. She could have showed herself to the public. With the way technology is, she could have did a live video or anything, but she didn't do it. She didn't show herself to nobody. And I'm going to tell you why. And by the way, she is alive.
See, if my auntie would tell y'all, she'd tell y'all how Ann is, period.
If your auntie were to tell us, she would tell us how Ann is. Let's keep that in mind, what I just said. That was an easy way for Ann to kill everything. Ann knew the entire world was looking for her. But did she show herself? Did she reveal herself to the world? No. Was it proof of her death? No. And I'm going to tell you why and how.
Yeah, I don't try to be going to see her. I ain't gonna lie to you. She ain't gonna let nobody see her.
She's not going to let nobody see her. Here I am on the phone with her cousin, Antonia's cousin. And he know that the world is tuned into this. He know it. But he's steady telling me that Ann is not going to let no one see her. He knows she's not, and he know why. The reason I know he know why is because of what I found out, which you all going to know in a minute.
Who he is. Only person gonna pray. I'm gonna tell you like this in the wrong. She's not gonna let nobody see her until she wants somebody to see her.
So, do y'all recall me telling y'all that Antonia Evans moved like a criminal? Once we learned that, we saw that she bounced from state to state all over the place, never stay in one place at one time. I mean, too long. Never stay in one place too long. She bounced around. So obviously that tells us something. It wasn't like it would have been different if she would have had a job or something that required this. But no, that's not the case. Nowhere near it. But she moved like a criminal. And he just said, Ann's not going to let no one see her until she wants you to see it. So that means she pop in and she pop out.
He don't give a fuck about her mama. This is the second time her mama did shit like that.
Okay, this is the second time Miss Barbara done something like that. Claimed that someone is missing and possibly dead. Coming from her, for sure dead. And this is the second time.
And I'll be trying to tell people, they need to sit down and get that shit squashed or whatever it may be. She just, like one of my cousins. Yeah. Between Logan cats, you know, I grew up, we ran shows and I learned a lot. See, I'm originally from Louisiana. And I learned a lot when I came up here. I came to Chicago like 79. No, I ain't been back, man. Once I moved down there and shit, I always go.
This dude told us a lot without even knowing. See, he thought he was being slick. And at that time he was. Because we was caught up. But dude now, especially dude, he know I got him. He know it. That's why he acting so wild. That's why he acting so crazy.
It's my family, man. I don't even be politics. One from last year from I be saying Chicago. So like I said, when people, you know, they assume some shit and they don't never open their eyes. Like I said, sometimes you can close your eyes and hear more shit than you can understand it before you see the shit.
You're right. We're going to take his advice from this point on. What he just said, he said sometimes we have to close our eyes and listen closely. So from this point on, everyone that's in attendance in this live video, first of all, I thank you for being here. Now, second of all, let's do exactly what he said. Let's close our eyes and listen closely to what he's saying. This is Miss Barbara's nephew, Antonia Evans' cousin. Let's listen to him.
Like I told my family, I say, if there's something going on, well, all that shit gonna come to the light. But I say, she did see the credibility. This one said the family discrediting her because of the shit she did here. a year or so ago.
Okay, now the family is discrediting Miss Barbara for some things she did years ago. Now, notice doing this all this time, every time we tried to contact somebody in Miss Barbara's family, what was the only thing they told us? And we heard it from more than one family member. Oh, I don't want no parts of that. I don't have nothing to say about it. Now, if a family member was really missing, do you think we will be getting those type of responses from the family members? No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm gonna tell y'all about to hear what's the reason they done it. See, they all slicked us. They all slicked us. And dude, no, I know. Told y'all that's why you over there acting so wild. That's why you want to shoot up my car. Won't even show the whites of his eyes.
My other cousin, both of them was dead, and you mentioned she just up out the blue said he was dead and gone. All the time, he was just the crib. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I told whatever happened, like I told my mom, this shit happened. And my mama said, yeah, but I ain't getting my rights to disclose when people's family did.
Yeah, but he's about to. Remember what I said? We're going to take his advice. We're going to close our eyes, like he said, and we're going to listen.
So, like I said, the nigga done touched Ann that he's a fuck with my auntie or something, and she got some resentment against her, because she ain't believe what was going on. And I always believed that it was Kim's father, or something did something, and that's why she hated Kim so much. So
now, what he's telling us is that Antonia Evans hated her sister Kim because Kim's father touched her when she was young. That's what he just said. He even talked to other family members about it. Because one thing he knew, something was wrong.
Like I said, it's some family jewels that these motherfuckers will tell me. And I'm 44. Wow. And I'm like, it's some bullshit going on. And I said, she is gonna do it, it's gonna fuck it. But I said that too. I said that when the table turns and they get that girl for real dead, y'all don't feel fucked up that y'all ain't pursue. But I say when motherfuckers come at me talking police shit, I don't deal with police shit. I can't be.
Okay, now notice what he just did. He told us, well, on the phone, he's telling me that family members spoken with Ann. And now he just told us that he told the family that y'all are gonna feel stupid if Antonia is really dead. So when he just said that, he shouldn't have even said it because family members just supposed to have spoken to her, right? So why would even insinuate that? Why even suggest that? Why even throw it out there?
Shit, I just got caught with a vest on. They what is this? February and December, they wanted to knock a deal in my ass. What's that? I said, man, I gotta keep this motherfucker on. I come back to Chicago and shit. I don't know what the fuck. Y'all got too many books. That's the only reason they told me. Then I'm gonna let them up and lose their shoes. So I said, I'll be scared when I'm in Chicago. They ain't fucking me. They let me go about my business. But like I say, there's a lot of shit going on, bro, within that family. I don't know what the fuck going on. Like I said, somebody gotta be the bigger person. I told Kim, you gotta have a whole match. You just can't be mad at the guy because your mama did all that. She the one post that shit and all you all else and shit on YouTube and shit, and they just came at her and helped her out.
Okay, now listen, because he finna spill it. Don't spill it. He ain't gonna just knock the glass over. He gonna pick it up, slam it down, make sure everything inside of it comes out.
And do some kind of closure. I don't know, maybe it's the guilt that she feel for Mario, because she ain't been right ever since Mario got killed.
Okay, now we all know about Mario, which is Antonia's son. Now, what he just said that Miss Barbara hasn't been right ever since the death of Mario. We know, and I'm gonna just run that down real fast. Some of you may not know the situation with that now. Mario is Antonia's son. He was living with Miss Barbara. He came up dead. They found him on the side of the highway, and we came to find out that Miss Barbara didn't like him being around girls. He was cool when he was hanging around with guys. And Miss Barbara even told me about one time how she collared him up and he slapped her hand down. She grabbed him by the collar again. He slapped her hand down. She grabbed him again, and then, he slapped her hand down. He walked away. But to make a long story short, Ann's son came up dead while he was in Miss Barbara's care. And even when you go and find the story on the internet, even the police don't believe the initial story. It's supposed to have been some guys. And to be honest, y'all, it sounds like the Ryan Singleton story. I'm just being honest. And you all will see that when you do the research. But Ann's son came up dead while he was in Miss Barbara's care. They found him. The police did the investigation. They didn't believe what the initial story was. And Miss Barbara family even went so far to go to the funeral. First of all, let me back up. Miss Barbara tried to pay for her grandson's funeral, which is the kid that died of her, which is Antonia's son. Antonia was so upset at Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara went inside and paid for the casket. Antonia came in, and we got confirmation of this. Antonia stormed inside the funeral home and made them people take her son out of the casket that Miss Barbara paid for and place her son in a wooden box. The family have told us this. Now do we know that? That tells us that it's a high level of hatred. I mean, you got to, that's deep. To have your son taken out of a casket that the grandmother paid for strictly because of the hate you have for her, which is your mother, that's deep. That is deep. Let's keep it moving. Remember, let's do what he said. Close our eyes and listen closely. Don't take his advice on that part.
So why was she not some guilt behind Mario though? So guilt because she put him out and it was over petty. Why don't you put him out over petty shit? Because we have a girl friend in the house. And he was like 19, 18, I told him before, you can't make him, boy, you don't want to be a fag. Now he had a guys on, she don't care about that, but if she had a female on, she would go crazy. Now, she a white girl. It's a tripped out shit she would get mad and put the man out for. And he wasn't no disrespectful ass gang-banging ass nigga though. Yeah, he was coming to his own. He was 17, 18 years old, coming into his manhood. He had a little girl. So
now, I'm going to tell y'all this. Okay, when I learned about Ann's son coming up dead in Miss Barbara's care, the whole thing was strange to me. At that time, I had Miss Barbara. She was staying with me. But what was strange to me, all the talking that she did to me, all the lying she did to me. Y'all know how I found out about Ann's son? She told someone else in my family. She told someone else in my family. And that right there was a red flash to go up. Red flags went up with me. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The reason red flags went up with me is because, like what I just said, she was doing all this talking to me, but you wouldn't mention that. And then when my family member mentioned that to me, I sat back and I waited to see how long was Miss Barbara gonna bring it up, and she didn't, so I brought it up to her. And then the next time I talked about it was to Bear. And y'all hear it.
Probably shit that I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know if it was that triggered that in her head. Maybe she feels some guilt because somebody else told me that. When I talked to her Ann's son, he thinks that's what's going on too. About Mario. Because she used to always talk about Mario a lot, but I don't know what triggered this event. What's going on, like I said, I tell them that day I'll pray to the Almighty that it ain't nothing going on with Ann. And I'm just listening because my auntie say she did, my auntie roll, my auntie pray. Hey, a couple of my cousins, like that, Ann just her mama always creating shit. She say coming up at the blue creating bullshit. So I said, and Ann, especially, I told them, well, just tell Ann, to send her a fucking picture, a baby picture or something, let her either. She's like, no, fuck that. She done put all her business all, put their pictures all over YouTube. So, like I said, if you do anything, you know, this motherfucker like her mom, they hold grudge. I know mine because she hold grudge for being there 20, 30 years.
Okay, now let me pause it right there. Like he just said, he just told me that he said all you have to do, all Ann have to do is just put up a picture or something. But she won't do it, y'all. Now I'm gonna tell y'all when he was being slick at. I ain't gonna spill the pile to the end because I'm laying it out. Check it out. He sat there and told me that all Ann had to do was put up a picture or a live video or something that'll kill everything. We know that, but she didn't do it. Now he sat there and told me that, and he knows she can't do it. Let me go back. It's not that he knows she can't do it. He knows she's not gonna do it. And he know the reason why. I know the reason why, and y'all about to know the reason why she wouldn't do it. Y'all, ask yourself that. Just keep that in mind. If their relationship was so terrible, Ann could have put a picture up, went live, revealed herself to the police, family members, anybody. She could have done something simple to prove to the world that Miss Barbara was lying, but she didn't do it. And the reason why is because she couldn't. But she's alive. 100% facts. Let's keep it rolling.
So like I said, you do the family history, you'll know. And yeah, like a motherfucking ninja. She'll come, only person she probably pop out to, like I said.
Ann is like a ninja. Didn't I tell y'all that Ann moved like a criminal? Here's a supposedly be 48-year-old woman that's bouncing around. I'm talking about she bouncing around. Antonia, whatever, Levette Evans. Oh, and your marriage name was Davis. See, we could say right now, we could say, look, Antonia, we're going to give you 24 hours to show your face anywhere on social media. We can say that. I'm talking about for real. We can say that right now, right here today. But I'm going to tell y'all why she's not going to do it. And she'll hear every word. 9 times out of 10, she probably listening to this live. She's not going to show her face. She ain't even smooth. She's a criminal, though, but she's nowhere near smooth. Yeah, Antonia. Ann is short for Antonia. More importantly, this woman is alive. She's a slickster, just like her mama. They were all in it together. They was in it together, y'all. I ain't just talking. I'm going to prove it.
Random break, she'll pop out to my mom. Pop out some family. She said pop out to her.
Okay. What type of person? Ask yourself this question. What type of person pop up, pop in, pop out? You see them, you don't see them. What type of person do that?
And she gonna be gone another 4 or 5 years. Like she might pop out 3 or 4 times a year, and you won't see her for another 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow. Close our eyes and do what he said.
And like y'all was saying, that you make a good candidate for them. Because the motherfucker who gonna be around the family more than probably this person gonna be around the family more, so I can make me some money off her. You know, my mind be racing and I be thinking about a lot of scenarios.
Man, we was just, checking in and see if, any updates or anything. But one thing we know for sure.
Let me see. Like I told you, one of my team lawyers, she'll be for the fucking. She said she talked to her. And she said only thing Ann kept saying, why was she doing auntie? Why she got me, people looking at me crazy. Like,
so let me pause it real quick. So this is his auntie, and in his words, he said, one of my aunties, she don't be for the fucker. That means she's not for no nonsense. She's zero tolerance. And he said she talked to Ann. So if this is your auntie that you trust in to not tolerate no nonsense and just be straightforward, and you believe her, and if she told you she talked to Ann, then that should be your that should be your last thing, your last word. Look, Ann is alive and nothing else. But no, he's not stopping. He's not stopping.
what she said, like, we trying to scam somebody out some money. And you know, my auntie, did she tell you, I know y'all be talking to my auntie, did she tell you what they did to her at church? Well, recently? Yeah, that they put out of church. She told us so much, but what happened there? That she went up there telling people that was there, and you know, she went to one of the churches that the lady go to church at. So recently, you know, yeah, that was recently. That was like last month. And like I said, there's a lot of shit going on, but they know. And they put out. You said they put out the church? Yeah, well, she walked out the church, they just put her up off the stage, grab the microphone for her. So she got up there, you know, saying that was Ann, you know, but like I told Margie that she ever called y'all, just tell her to be cool. We'll let the stuff fall in place. Don't keep flossing. She's flossing it on people. And not letting it unfold for herself. No.
What he just said, he said she's forcing it on people. He said, he told her, look, Miss Barbara, auntie, be cool. Fall back and let it fall. Let everything fall in place. You got these guys on it. You got somebody working it, the world attention to it. You got people supporting you. Everything. Just fall back. You know to work your number. Fall back. And let's see what it do. That's basically what he just said.
Just forcing on nobody, because like I said, you got to keep an open mind. There's a lot of shit that I know personally that happened in the streets, and people had a blind eye to it until they open up like, damn, that's bullshit.
Okay, well, since us, we the people of the streets, you got to say that, and we had a blind eye, then open it up for us.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, people like I said, and her number was close. She had called. I don't even know if they had no contact in a while. Like she said, she talked to her in July or something, and I was like, that's only. I don't even know because it was never close. Even when we was kids, it was like the rumble in the bars.
Now he said Ann and Miss Barbara was never close, even when they was kids. And then what was so crazy? Let's pay attention to the description he used. He said it was like rumble in the Bronx.
Talked to her in July or something, and I was like, that's only. I don't even know because it was never close. Even when we was kids, it was like the rumble in the Bronx. So like I said, this shit been going on so many years, man. And like I said, maybe she, I don't know if it was conscious that she don't want to lose her blood because her daughter alienated herself from her. And she don't want nothing to happen to her. Did that trigger her saying that? I don't know what the scenario is. Like I said, there's too many people said, like I told them. And then when my auntie Laura said, she said she didn't give her the motherfucking
Listen. This is what's supposed to be Antonia responds to what Miss Barbara was doing all over the internet.
Some words she used, the gratification, to know she was lying when she treated her like she was dead and some shit all these years. Now she trying to worry about her well-being now. So I was like, man.
So what he just said is Antonia said, look, I'm not finna give my mother gratification of showing her that I'm alive because of the way she treated me like I was dead my whole entire life. This was supposed to have been Ann's response to what Miss Barbara was doing. But let's listen.
And I was trying to tell Kim, don't put no police in this building where you ain't got to.
Don't put the police in the business if you ain't got to. Here it is. They came to us saying that, look, this girl is dead. How can the police stay out of some shit like that? How can the cops stay out of something like that? They can't. And then at the level of what that stuff was at, it involved probably more than just regular cops. Y'all know. This woman came to us and telling us, look, that's my daughter in the casket and all this stuff. Come on. So what are you talking about? But listen what he telling Kim.
I'm all there with him carried. But I said if it's gonna come out, let it come out the right way. Don't be putting everybody on somebody because like I told them, people ain't taught how to do shit. She did that herself. As they looking to try to get off the job, Kim probably did say something to the people down there, and they probably trying to motherfucker locate. Because they told her she need prescriptions, she probably did change some I forgot the doses on prescription medicine she taking for dementia, some shit. So I don't know. So I know I let feel I'm trying to help somebody out. And people trying to put the police on us. We trying to be good Samaritans and do real shit to help out.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Kim probably like my sister, we just had a funeral for my sister. She was going to take matters in my own hands that day. And
Now let me pause it. Do y'all recall the time when I spoke to Antonia's sister Kim? Let me refresh y'all memory. The first thing that came out of that woman's mouth when she got on the phone, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm not adding, and I'm not taking away. The first thing that came out of Antonia's sister's mouth when she got on the phone with me, she said, look. And a lot of y'all remember this. She said, look, I don't want to hear nothing about no casket. I don't want to hear nothing about no Crown Plaza, no hotel. I don't want to hear about none of that shit. Those were her exact words. And just like a lot of y'all at that time, it blew my mind. But knowing what I know today, I understand why she said that. She didn't care about that. She didn't care about no Crown Plaza, no freezing, no none of that. She knew her sister wasn't in there. She knew it for a fact.
y'all know what they come grab her ass and shit and talk to her. Like I told they thought I knew what she was, but I don't know what she was for real. But I know so they know the three people, but one of my aunties know what she is, so I know she knows what she is.
Mm-hmm.
So they keep this saying shit.
Man, what Kim was talking about? What Kim talking about when you all of that?
Nothing. She was just talking about her mama needs to come home. And if Auntie them said they talk to her, she knows. But she didn't know everybody knows her. Even because the job has been there, this all Eric and she married this man for another 4 or 5 years. And I see it like this, I hope that doesn't.
See, he keeps saying that. He keeps saying nobody see Ann for 4 or 5 years. She pop up and she pop, she disappear when she want to. But no.
Yeah, so the same time, nobody to it's always going to be a little spot in my mind out.
Mm-hmm. And that's something very easy to do.
But she's stubborn, man. I'm telling y'all, this girl, like I told Auntie Bob, if Auntie Bob would just tell y'all, too bad she would have been ready and been away from my auntie at 10 years at a time. I call a blue moon like on holiday, call in, Marlon, her son. That's how my auntie used to know she was still cool because she called Marlon them, all of the boys.
Who is Brandon? That's Kim's son?
Who?
Brandon. Miss Barbara's nephew named Brandon.
Well, I don't know that kid.
Now, listen, y'all. I just asked them who was Brandon. Miss Barbara told me Brandon was her nephew. Now I just asked Bear, who is Brandon? And he basically said he didn't know. But listen right here.
Okay. I know she used to speak on somebody named Brandon. I think he was from either Indiana or Louisiana, one of them spots.
Oh, they're in Indiana.
Man, Indiana, you just told me you ain't know. All in the same sentence. Did y'all catch that?
Who is Brandon? That's Kim's son?
Who?
Brandon. Miss Barbara's nephew named Brandon.
Oh, I don't know that kid.
Okay. I know she used to speak on somebody named Brandon. I think he was from either Indiana or Louisiana, one of them.
No, they're in Indiana. They, that kid. Yeah, she's talking about. Oh, I think she's talking about her other son. I forgot. His name is Brian. His name, I forgot his name. I know, yeah, he's like, yeah, her other son that age.
How can he not know who Brandon is? How can he not know that? But in the beginning, he tried to play like he didn't. That's minor, y'all, though, compared to what we finna get into.
Like I said, I don't know.
I know, because Kim was pretty upset last time we talked to her.
That's why I don't see Kim thinking somebody taking advantage of her. I tell him that's about that.
He said Kim thinks someone is taking advantage of Miss Barbara. How? In what way? I mean, she's the one saying this is her daughter. This is what she's saying. So, to be honest, she was taking advantage of us.
She's married. She's doing it, and she knows she's supposed to be taking her medicine too. And like I said, she probably came back to the hospital since she, like I said, I can't talk on everything because I don't know everything. Like I said, only person gonna be inside the shit is Ann herself.
Right. No, did y'all hear what he just said? The only person that is going to be able to solve this whole thing is Antonia herself. He's right.
And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna get out to that. Just like my auntie Barbara talking about somebody out to her while she staying out the way. Just like, hey, just like.
Did y'all hear what he just said? He said, just like his auntie, Miss Barbara, she's just like Ann. If something out to hurt her, she's staying out the way. Now let me go. Just listen, y'all.
Gonna be inside the shit with Ann herself. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna get out to that. Just like my auntie Barbara talking about somebody out to her while she staying out the way. Just like, hey, just like that. Same shit. And brain, the same.
I got it. You broke up a little bit. Say it again. I couldn't hear you, bro.
So, it's just like my auntie Barbara staying out the way, and my hands stay out the way.
So he's saying Miss Barbara staying out the way, and staying out the way. Staying out the way of what? I mean, Antonia just supposedly be missing. And Miss Barbara is the one that's claiming that she's missing. So what are they staying out of the way of?
I'm talking about exactly the same way. No bullshit, no come no point. That's how she do. Try to get on the road, she will stay out the way.
So what he's basically saying is somebody trying to track Ann down, she gonna move around. Why? And more importantly, she's just about 50 years old. Today she should be 49, and she's still staying out the way. Why is that?
She will stay out the way. But I don't know y'all contact with. I know all that. Like I told Kim, let Auntie Barbara is up to one to stop. And there's two people to stop everything. Like I told everybody. Who was that, man? That's Ann and Marcus.
Right. Only two people could have stopped that, and that's Ann and Miss Barbara. But did either one of them stop it? Nope. Could Ann have stopped it? Nope. Oh, but she's alive though. I'm telling y'all. 100% fact. She's alive. So the question is, and I know some of y'all asking yourself this, okay, y'all saying, okay, Marco, if she is alive, why didn't she stop it? I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to show y'all why we couldn't hear or see anything from her. She couldn't do it. And the family knew she wasn't going to do it. And they knew why she wasn't going to do it. So what they do, they played along. They played along and they played along.
And she's still here on this motherfucker believing. And there ain't got nobody in her voice talking smart in there. And all she got is I told my auntie, man, well, you need to tell her. At least I told mom, but she said, you know, whatever going on to your mom, you know she don't do that out the blue. Reach out to her, and I know she ain't. I'm telling you, that's how it is.
So you telling us you know she's not going to reach out to Miss Barbara, which may be true. He know this, but you don't know she's alive. Yeah, he knew it. He knew it. Y'all, it wouldn't surprise me if while I was on the phone with this dude, Antonia Evans was sitting right next to him, coaching him on what to say.
Like my auntie won't go on, that's how Ann is. So she's sort of prime example how Ann is.
Let me ask you this, man. Do your auntie like normally jump from place to place and stay gone from home for an extensive period of time and just stay over here?
Hell no, that's why there's no something wrong with it. No, she didn't did shit like went to the doctor, left her car, walking down blocks and shit, and then she drove her car to the hospital, shit like that. Like I said, there's some medical shit going on too. Like I said, sometimes you can't overlook the person who's going to right medicine better than the person who ain't right now.
See, that's what they wanted us to think. But at the same time, they wanted us to believe. They wanted us to believe what we were being told. So look, check this out. I paused the audio. Now, this has been verified, and you all can go verify. This is Antonia Evans, the highlighted name. The Kevin Davis was the guy that she married and divorced. We know it's the right one. Well, I know for a fact it's the right one because this address right here, 7652 South Phillips, Apartment 1, Chicago, Illinois. I personally went to that address and proved that that apartment was in that name. But when you look up under there, why did she have a connection to Minnesota? Oh, just like Miss Barbara did. They all have connections to Minnesota, like somebody else we know. Okay, now let's look at a supposedly be death record. We know she's not dead, but right here at the bottom, number 5, y'all can see it. This is Antonia Evans. We know it's the right one because here's the husband again. And here's the state of Minnesota again. Minnesota just keep popping up. Okay, now here's another search of Antonia Evans. We know it's the right one. Same thing. See the Chicago, but we keep seeing Minnesota. Why do we keep saying that? We know why we keep seeing Minnesota. We know perfectly damn. We know why. Oh, but that ain't it, y'all. Let's get back to this audio.
I don't overlook shit. I always keep my mind open.
Hey, Bear, let me ask you a question, bro. And I just feel like, by me helping your auntie, what I'm going to ask you, I don't want you to take it the wrong way, and I'm not saying it to be offensive or nothing like that. But I'm just okay. Do you think it's a possibility, bro? Like you said, Miss Barbara on all this medication and all that. Do you, because we looking at, like you said yourself, Miss Barbara had spoke with Ann in July or something, and then bam, she come to Chicago, and now Ann missing. Do you think it's a possibility that Miss Barbara could have done something to Ann? Like, I'm just saying, bro.
That's what somebody told me, that they probably got into it. Bill King told me.
See now, gotta pause it right there. I asked him, could Miss Barbara have done something to Ann? He said, y'all heard what he just said. He said that's what somebody told him. Basically, Miss Barbara, other daughter, Kim, told him that him and Antonia supposed to get into it. Y'all, the reason he told me that is because that's what he wanted me to believe. See, what he was doing was playing down the middle. He wanted a large portion of me to believe that Ann was really dead. They was running a scam. Check it out.
So I don't know how true it is, because Auntie Barbara ain't gonna say shit. They get an argument about Mars or some shit, so I don't know how true that is. So I don't be there. And like I said, Ed is that type of person.
Okay, Miss Barbara, you said you've been in contact with Ann up until, you came to Chicago, and then all of a sudden when you come to Chicago, Ann come up missing. That's strange in anyone's eyes, I believe.
I already know, man. You say when people do stuff and they keep their interest, they go forward. And I do a lot of the shit I always speaking on. And sometimes I don't understand when you stick your neck out for somebody. It's called having a motherfucking human trait. You don't got that integrity. It's integrity. Doing whatever you do. That's why I told Kia, you found out these guys, I said, niggas ain't got no integrity about what they doing for auntie. See, when I talk to I'm like, I tell them when my auntie reached out to me. Because I check my whole family. He ain't a motherfucker older than me and who doing shit. I don't want to be.
Now, gotta pause right there. Now, and a lot of y'all may remember this. Do any one of y'all remember back then when this one certain person kept pushing to us? Oh, Bear the only real one in the family. Bear telling the truth. Bear ain't gonna lie. Do any of y'all recall that? There was one guy. He was doing it on the phone with me. He was doing it on live with y'all, saying, Bear was the only real one. You listen to Bear telling the truth. Bear the only one we can believe. That was a lie. That was a lie. And he even wanted us to believe that Bear was telling the truth.
Everything got shot. I don't know if she told y'all I gave 65 years back. And like I said, I'm the one, I don't give a fuck what a person say sometimes if they ain't got no rational, conversation, they don't know how to rationalize. Right. I think you're supposed to always be open-minded to a lot of shit going on in this world. Right. That's what I told Kim. You gotta be open-minded. Even if I don't know.
He's sitting here telling me that he told Antonia's sister that she has to be open-minded about her sister being dead, when you just said your mother told you she was alive. Your mother said she spoke to her. So what is you telling her, Antonia's sister, this for? More importantly, why are you sitting here telling me this lie? And that's the only thing it is, y'all, a lie.
Like she let you know in, but like I said, my family seen her sensitive, but I think And they won't see her until some other shit happened, tragic, real tragic. If something happened to her kids, they won't tell you won't see her. Other than that, she ain't coming around, like I said. Something, my mom, but she won't tell me. And I know I trust the nerve. There's something happened with a nigga and my motherfucking cousin.
You talking about Ann?
That's why yeah. Concerning my auntie. And
now y'all listen closely. Is this where he go out in deep field?
that's why she held that resentment. It's some resentment, and I see shit. I be, I'm for y'all. I ain't no type of motherfucker talk. Like when I say I couldn't talk, I wouldn't because I was trying to get some shit. Some other little information about my sister. We just try to go down there and handle that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I've been. I've been back and forth to Pennsylvania about 3 times already.
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that again, man. Our condolences to you.
I just pray God they keep the dude locked up in there. I hope he just don't come out. Shit, that's most stressful when I'm work. And like I said, it's a lot of little shit that the family, my auntie knows. She knows this what the fuck going on too. She knows it, but she started looking at these things. And I said, so fuck him. I was just saying that I said, so which one of these niggas touched Ann while she was a kid? And I looked at me quick. I said, there gotta be something going on right there, because this girl even have a resentment. So my mama all these motherfucking years from now.
Now, he asking the family, which one of them guys touched Ann when she was a kid? And he said, it gotta be something, because she ain't gonna have this type of resentment toward Miss Barbara for nothing. He asked the family this.
Right. So, and that.
My auntie Pretty, she's a boss church lady. She like, yeah, I talked to Ann told me she not speaking to her mama. And I said, so what they got into about, I don't know what they got into about. And she mad about the YouTube shit.
Now, he's saying Antonia was mad about her name and face being all over YouTube. There it is again. She could have quickly killed that by revealing that she was alive. Could have showed her face, anything, but she didn't do it. She didn't do it.
Well, she like, and still in Chicago. That's what she said. She said she is.
She said Ann's still in Chicago?
Yeah, she said Ann's still in Chicago.
She ain't at that address, though. She ain't at her last address, though. Listen, because the scam finna kick in high gear now. He finna go in high gear. He gotta respond to what I just said. If I told him that she's not at that address, then he know I know. Y'all give me 1 second. That's address though.
She ain't never tell my auntie Barbara exactly what she might let her know. She staying over east or something. I'll tell her like I don't know. Now I know she probably told mom, but she ain't a move. She'll tell her mom. She'll fuck with somebody. Let me tell you something. Ain't will fuck with somebody and be at a place to move and then carry you. She'll give you the whole address.
Now, that's crazy, y'all. Why would she be in touch with somebody, move, and then give you the old address? Do that make any sense to y'all? I mean, he just said it. He said she'll get in touch with you, move, and then give you the address to where she just moved from. What kind of sense do that make? It don't make none, but hey, he just said it.
Oh, but she ain't a move. She'll tell her mom, she'll fuck with somebody. Let me tell you something. Ain't will fuck with somebody and be in a place to move and then carry you. She'll give you the whole address. This ain't it. She'll give you the whole address.
She like that with everybody. She like that with everybody or just Miss Barbara?
Hell no. She like that. She don't even fuck with half of her cousins. Like, some they know what's going on. Like, the girl cousin, she don't fuck with my damn kid. Only one girl cousin she fuck with, that was my cousin Antonia. She stay in Arizona. I'm taking Ann like that. She said she stay on 75th in Kingston. You go over there. She'll tell you that shit Friday. You go over there Monday. All the time she move.
Wow. I had to pause that. Did y'all hear what he just said? He said, Ann would tell you to come visit her on Friday. You go visit her on Monday and she moved. What kind of shit is that? Did y'all hear that? I need a ray. I see the laughing emoji. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, we ain't making this stuff up because we hearing it come directly from his mouth. He said, Ann would tell you to come visit her on Friday. You get there Monday and she moved. What in the damn? She deep in it. Listen.
She said she stay on 75th in Kingston. You go over there. She'll tell you that shit Friday. You go over there Monday. All the time she moved. A month on the well, she moved out a month ago.
He even went wild with the lie, y'all. See, the stupidity is dangerous. He said she'll tell you to come see her Friday. You get there Monday. She moved. And then somebody tell you she done moved 30 days ago. What type of math this dude doing? Forget that. What type of lies he telling? Friday to Monday, then 30 days? Man, cut it out. Cut it out.
Well, she'll tell you that shit Friday. You go over there Monday. All the time she moved. A month on the well, she moved out a month ago. 2-3 weeks ago.
That's crazy. You said that Ann lived in Kingston because the address that we had was like right down the street.
But see, this was crazy, y'all. When I went over there to find out that she lived there, that's exactly what the landlord told me. God is my witness. That's exactly what he told me. He said this woman moved out about a month ago. Y'all know it. That's what he said. And then here's Bell telling me the same thing.
Down there, like a couple blocks.
Yeah, she did it before. I know the dude was fucking with her, and we went over there like, man, Ann's still right here. We go over there before. It was me and a couple of my cousins just to drop in on. That man told us, Ann, they stayed there like months. Like, oh shit, my fault. There was a Mexican standing in my phone.
Same thing Miss Barbara told us. She went there and somebody else was staying in the apartment. Do y'all recall that? And he just said they went there and there was a Mexican living there. That's small though, y'all, to what we finna punch into.
I think it was on 87 Cold back. We went over there looking for some years ago. Just me and my cousin, man, popping up on her. Mm-hmm. She told us she stayed like that. She told my mama right, that's where we could address from. Now, I'm telling she wasn't even there. That's why I say, y'all ain't doing shit wrong. Y'all was just trying to help somebody else. Like I was telling all my kids, man, we talked about this at the food. That's it.
See, at first it used to look strange to me, like, damn, why Bear and them not doing no footwork? Why Bear and them ain't out here? He even lied to me one time and told me him and his cousin was going up to the police station, and the man answers he didn't do it. I know he didn't do it because he told me he never got around to it. He told me that. So I used to wonder, why the family not into this? Why?
They ain't going to see the phone. They're trying to help somebody else.
That's all we're trying to do.
You got, you know, I don't know, man. I ain't come up in the era of hoop, so I came up in the era of real women, you know. And there's a lot of real politics I ain't agree with. That's why I stood my ground. I used to catch a motherfucker up. When I used to be on the street, I catch you up with catch 22 in a minute. And you said this, but you still be going by all rules and regulations, right?
Like what we doing to you now, catching them up.
Also be like, yeah, we here, go off my policy. I don't think you supposed to. I don't know, you both, nigga. You take your authority and bruise it for your own way big. You don't. And I just called me, they must have called my phone on recently this week about all this shit. Nigga, I was in church and checked that. I said, I know family, y'all last name, y'all pickle with each other. I said, I know where to kill yourself for your mental flesh. And I was in church. And the reverend said, you had to tell them to like that, but I know they get the message. And you like I told Q. Oh, yeah, I was spoken there to tell you. I was just about to. I got a DVD for all the rest, but he was telling how we used to sell drugs and go on 55th Street and shit. And buy the bar when I was in 40. I want to see the 1920s. We used to get up there in the park with my building here. No life, and that's not hard. That's why I said a lot of shit. They taught me being in the foot on the L. Rookies when I was growing up. And being in my business, he said, you ain't gonna be no stone. He was telling us, don't be nothing, we will be your own man. And I learned how to motherfuckers. That's why I said they never left that a lot of street politics pulling me being a part. And that's why I said, I respect y'all, bro, because I said, these brothers, it takes a lot of passion to put y'all life in the middle of some shit that ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
He's right. He's right. Because what we're about to get into, we finna Antonia, you slick. And see, if y'all notice, Kim and the rest of the family was pissed at Miss Barbara. And they sort of had every right to be. The reason they was pissed at her, because they knew that Miss Barbara knew that Antonia couldn't and wouldn't show her face. And we're going to get into why.
But like I said, that's being humanitarian. And when you do shit like that, I tell Kim, I said, you can't get mad at that. She's mad at this shit. When you return my calls, it's too far like my sister got killed. So like I said, man, I hope ain't nothing wrong with it. And if they going to a extent and doing shit like, there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers heads gonna be on the chopping block. Yeah, but I talk to Kim, man, in the film. We talked about when I you talk about taking all of that in. And I know how Ann is. Like I say, Ann, I use that shit. I said she used the negativity to gain an upper hand on her mom.
He said Antonia will use negativity to gain an upper hand on her mother.
I said she used the negativity to gain an upper hand on her mom. That's how them do today. I don't know what the fuck happened in the plans, but she used the shit, but eventually, when the weather breaks, and then she would come out at my mom. That's how he started that talk. The Auntie Mama tell you that. That's how she started that talk to him.
Now, here's where we finna cut the cheese because they got it in the way. He finna go. He's about to go. Let's get back to taking his advice. Close our eyes and listen carefully.
No, you know what? Miss Barbara actually told me that she started talking back to Ann because Ann's boyfriend had busted her mouth, and some guy named Rodney Stanton supposed to have been living with Ann, and he busted her mouth or something. That's what Miss Barbara was saying.
I don't know about that. I ain't even call.
Do you know Rodney?
I looked some shit up, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Now he's finna describe down to the bone the type of person Antonia Evans is. Y'all listen.
And will never be a victim to domestic violence.
Now, number one, Miss Barbara came and told us that some guy punched her in the mouth and now she disappeared. He just told us, man, Ann will never be a victim of domestic violence. He's going to tell us why he said that, why he know that.
She just stabbed motherfucker with there and killed numerous boyfriends. About 2 boyfriends she did and killed in the Hickeys.
He said she'll never fall victim to domestic violence because this what she done did before. Listen.
Into domestic violence. She just stabbed motherfucker with there and killed numerous boyfriends. About 2 boyfriends she did and killed in the Hickeys. One in the Hickeys and one in the Hill homes. So they put their hands on. So me saying Ann got problem up for a bubble and he didn't get stabbed up. No. My Auntie Barbara a beast. She didn't kill him.
Now listen, y'all. We know Ann's a killer because she get it from her mama. Listen.
So me saying Ann got problem up for a bubble and he didn't get stabbed up. No. My Auntie Barbara a beast. She didn't kill a motherfucker before. Barbara did. You know, tell y'all that.
You know what? She, man, Miss Barbara told us so much, bro. I'm quite sure she did, but refresh my memory, bro, because you know she was with us for a long time.
Yeah, it's got to run my auntie up there in Greece. She killed the motherfucker.
She shot him?
Yeah, shot him with a tray. They put their hands on. So me saying Ann got problem up for a bubble and he didn't get stabbed up. No. My Auntie Barbara a beast. She didn't kill a motherfucker before. Barbara did. You know, tell y'all that. You know what?
She, man, Miss Barbara told us so much, bro. I'm quite sure she did, but refresh my memory, bro, because you know she was with us for a long time.
Yeah, it's got to run my auntie up there in Greece. She killed the motherfucker.
She shot him?
Yeah, shot him with a tray. Like I said, she a little candy stuff. And like Ann got that same Ann gonna kill something. It's the dude named Bruce he used to fuck for. He was on the Hickeys. He was crushing them. He put his hands on Ann and stuff. Yep. You know what?
See, these guys he talking about, I know.
Fuck for. He was on the Hickeys. He was crushing them. He put his hands on Ann and stuff. Yep. You know what? I had, when I was coming up, the boy in the D, I rocked with. But yeah, Ann, Lucy put his hand on Ann, and we used to go fuck him up. We go over there, this nigga finished all up. Like, yeah, I fuck around, put my hand on your cousin. I didn't know she went crazy. She was stabbing man there. And that motherfucker on the shit bag.
Damn. Say Ann done stabbed this man up and now he got to wear a shit bag. That's what he just said. And if he put his hands on it, then she should have. But one thing we know, she got it in her.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And then she put the smooth out of C-Cal. He put his hand on her. She did the same thing. That's the motherfucking ass up. So I'm like, it ain't no way Yeah, Boosie used to be on a questionnaire, and Smooth used to be from C Channel right there. Right now, Dawson's all little stories. So like I said, yeah. So like I said, I don't see how a motherfucker was telling that she ain't stand there. But that's why I said they might have an argument or they were arguing. And I don't know, like I told Kill. Cause Kill said that real Kill was Kill Street. And ain't this shit. And shit, my sister ain't sad motherfucker.
See, one thing we know by him saying all of this, we know that Miss Barbara was lying about getting punched in the mouth and just went down like a punk. Nah. We hear Bear say, man, from as far as what we know, and he's even telling it what happened from the people that put their hand on Ann. She cut him up. She cut him straight up. Now, if somebody stab you into the results where you gotta wear a bag, they're trying to kill you.
I ain't cool in the arm, I'm gonna tell you, Ann is one of them type of female you're not gonna put your hands on. Cause she got so much resentment against her mama. She used her anger, whatever anger she got, and you got watch cause she a black guy. And they probably did. You know, Ann is crazy, man. Like I said, Ann motherfucker. They probably did that motherfucker wrong. Ann is a motherfucker wrong. She ain't no motherfucking. I'm hard to say. She's not, let's say, a flower. She ain't no flower. She a weed. She ain't no motherfucker. She ain't no. You ain't gonna do shit to Ann. She ain't gonna force that case. She catch your ass. She just take four bullets.
That's an ugly description. That's an ugly way to describe a person. He said, Ann ain't no flower. In fact, she's a weed. The kind that'll come around and kill all the flowers.
She kills you to a female, and you cheating shit. She ain't gonna say shit to a female. She gonna bust your head or fuck you up on the spot. That's how female she is. A weed, yeah. She's like that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She ain't no motherfucker you just, you know. She bad for a motherfucker if you fuck with her. Let's put it like that. That's why I said all rap. When Kim told me that, my mom said, yeah, right. Then you let her nigga put their hands on Ann and they try to kill her. So I said, yeah. That's why I said a lot of shit, man. Then I hope come to the light. Like I told my cousin, man, I don't remember asking because that's what I because I don't know what the fuck that happened. We got to show up. But when people speak, and that's what it is. When she did that shit, that's why I say they trying to discredit my people. So when she did that shit on my cousin, brother, say he was dead, shit like that, my auntie that was out of town, they almost red cried when she told them that shit.
He just said Miss Barbara called and told somebody that their son was dead and later found out that he wasn't. It almost caused the woman to have a car accident. You can imagine that if somebody called you and tell you your kid dead, especially with no proof.
And like I said, there's a lot of shit that went on within that family, within their family. That little female that's going through each other, but they ain't gonna tell us. They ain't gonna tell us.
Right.
Like I said, only people holding the keys to this secret is Ann and T-Bomb. Only people going home and can stop this shit is Ann. See, all you gotta do is step out like her. Son of a bitch, say I go. I'm gonna tell my mom that.
But she didn't do it. She not gonna do it. She can't do it. And this audio is almost at the end. And now I'm about to tell y'all why she can't do it.
That
My mom said the same shit.
Hey, Bell, let me throw this in too. I gotta throw this in. Like just listening to you saying the type of relationship that Ann and Miss Barbara got. Okay, if Ann was still alive and Miss Barbara did have all this stuff done bogusly, don't you think Ann will pop up and be like, well, since you're doing all this, I'm finna show you I'm alive to make you look stupid. But she haven't done that.
No, she won't. I'm telling you, she won't.
She won't. Why not? Why not? That don't even require a lot of energy. It don't.
When she was trying to get Ann to go to the thing and talk to the people about the funeral and shit, and all that, she said, no, that's not. I remember that. That I talked to Ann too. And now that's why I like talking. Because you be checking to get my shit together. My thought process. Right. I remember Ann telling me. She came on downstairs on 55th and Normal in the evening there. And she only what she didn't want, she said, how could you put a man out the house? And we begged her, so this mother begged to come back home with Grandma, I'm tired of being out here in these streets.
See, Ann's son was begging Miss Barbara, please let me come back home. Please let me come in. Can't make it out here in these streets. This is what Ann's son was saying to Miss Barbara. But he ended up dead.
But the thing, he was working. But he had a girl in there, they smoked a little weed, and she smelled the weed and some shit. It was some little bullshit, though. And she pulled him out. He was going to school and everything, though. He wasn't no bad person, man. I think he was just a spirit, man. You know, she was white. I don't know if she had some gifts to white people, or she didn't want to deal with, like she just told, yeah, Molly was doing that shit. Mario was doing, dealing with them white girls. Like that. And y'all, sometimes if y'all talk to her, she'll fall whispering. She ain't never talk like that. Monty never used to whisper like that.
Miss Barbara did say, I recall her dude saying that, you know, she hate white girls and she didn't like Mario being with a white girl or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I said, I don't know what, like I said, man. I wish Ann, if she is here, if she ain't gone, that's what I'm gonna say. I wish she wouldn't, I wish she didn't,
See, he trying to get his lie together, y'all. He trying to make sure he say the right thing.
I wish she didn't, I wish she wouldn't, I wish she didn't, I just wish she would. She had set up the camera for, oh, yeah, I go right here. Do the shit right there. That's all I tell everybody, but she so damn stubborn. I said, y'all, if you grew up when you go to see how this girl be staying, her mom could be staying on 63rd, she could be staying on 65th. She won't say shit to her mom.
Y'all, that's 2 blocks apart.
That's a pretty bad relationship, but sometimes, you know, get on
each other. Brother. So whatever happened, man, like I said, the only thing who make, that's just like me a kid, and the motherfucker molest me and my parents still cool with this motherfucker. I told them that he even tried to fuck on me or something. You see what I'm saying?
So basically he's saying Antonia hate Miss Barbara because somebody Miss Barbara was dating tried to molest her or molested her, and she told Miss Barbara, and Miss Barbara didn't believe her when she was a kid.
My sister tell me and my brother, well, this nigga right here did this to me and did this and shit. And got that, the motherfucking people in my family don't believe. My parents. I said, that's all them bad regret. I don't know, man. Like I said, should be so backwards.
But you said you think Kim's father probably tried to do something to Ann.
That's why I said, because she used to hate that man for.
All right, now that's the end of the audio. The The end of the audio. Now, the big question is, why would they do this to us? Why would a woman, Miss Barbara A., show up and tell us a bunch of lies about that's her daughter in the casket in the freezer and all this stuff, and we come today to find out that it's not true. Wasn't true then, it is not true now. But why did they do it? The reason they done it, y'all, is because they really wanted us to believe that Antonia was dead. They wanted us to believe that. Go back to when we spoke to Officer Hagen. Hagen told us, look, this woman is alive. He even went so far to say, this case right here, in the search of Antonia Evans, is going to be turned over to the FBI. Now, why would he do that? He even told us the reason, the charges, he said, dealing with identity theft. So if we know that the FBI is investigating Antonia Evans for identity theft, then that means she's alive. But more importantly, Antonia has a connection to North Carolina. Oh, that's a fact. So today, Antonia would be like roughly, not roughly, she'll be 49. So 10 years ago, she would have been 38, 39, right? But 10 years ago, in South Carolina, 3 people were shot in Laurinburg Monday night, and police are searching for a 38-year-old suspect in the incident. About 7 p.m. Monday night, Laurinburg police officers responded to the Duffy Village Apartments on Carver Street to find a 26-year-old shot 2 times, according to the news release from Lieutenant Cliff Sessoms with the Laurinburg Police Department. A second victim, a 38-year-old man, had been shot 3 times. Both men were transported to a nearby hospital. At about the same time, officers received a call that a subject had been shot at the 400 block of Tuskegee Drive in Laurinburg. Lieutenant Sessoms stated in the release, officers found a 31-year-old man shot once. He was transported to a hospital and later released. Officers also responded to a report of a shooting into an occupied building in the 500 block of Corona Avenue. No one was injured in that incident, the release stated. Officers obtained a warrant charging a 38-year-old Antonia L. Evans with 2 counts of attempt murder, 3 counts of assault by pointing a gun, shooting into an occupied dwelling, injury to real property, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and discharging a firearm into the city. Anyone with information on this incident or the location of Evans is asked to contact the Laurinburg Police Department. Did y'all hear what I just said? So that shooting happened 10 years ago. We even heard Bear say Antonia pop up 5-10. You won't see Antonia 5-10 years. She's on the run. She can't show her face. One damn thing she couldn't do is show her face to Officer Hagen or no other police department. Because notice what Hagen said. How in the hell did Hagen go from missing person to turning that case over to the FBI dealing with identity theft? That's because Antonia Evans is living under another identity, and Miss Barbara knew it. Kim got mad. She said, Miss Barbara, what are you doing? Mama, what are you doing? Why is you out here got all these people looking for Ann when you know she's on the run? What are you doing? Antonia Evans is on the run. She on the run. I didn't make that story up, y'all. Here it is. I dropped the link in the description box. Here it is. Officers obtained a search warrant for 38-year-old Antonia L. Evans with 2 counts of attempt murder. She's on the run and have been on the run for approximately 11 years. Y'all heard Belle say she bounced, she bounced, she bounced, she pop in, she pop out. She's here, she's there. Ms. Barbara, what was you doing? You was trying to make us think to further and help your daughter believe that she's dead. You wanted everybody to believe this so she can go on with her life living under a false identity. Ms. Barbara, you done this. I just proved to y'all that Antonia came from Minnesota. We've been proved that Miss Barbara once lived in Minnesota. This is not hard to figure out, y'all. We know 1 + 1 is 2. Anything we add on, all we got to do is just do the math. It's not hard. We can see why certain people react the way they do. Even today, people still throwing stuff into it, trying to build it and keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Throwing stuff into it, throwing people into it, throwing lies, all type of garbage to keep it going. So they wanted us to believe that Antonia was dead simply because she's on the run. That's why they wanted to they didn't even give a damn about the fact that we knew that there wasn't a damn 50-year-old woman in the picture, period. We know it. But here she come telling us, you gotta use your good eyes. I saw this. I saw you there. He beat my... She wanted us to believe all of that Hollywood nonsense. Did we pop their ass? Yeah. Are we here to play? Hell no. That's why Hagen said this case is being turned over to the FBI dealing with identity theft. How did he go to that from someone supposed to be missing? That's because that's what was happening. He was telling us the truth. But here it is, we had lying ass Miss Barbara sitting right there and her comrades. They wanted the world to believe that Antonia Evans was dead simply so they can help her live under a false identity. She's on the run. I just showed y'all the charges. Slick people. Slick people. Antonia pop up, you don't see her 5-10 years. You talk to her Friday, you get to her house Monday, she move, and then somebody tell you she been gone 30 days. But damn, you just talked to her Friday. You pop up 3 days later and she moved. She wouldn't even let her mama know where she was at because she didn't trust her. And of course she was moving around while Miss Barbara was doing all. She didn't know if the police was trying to get her through her mama. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Here it is, all of a sudden, Chosen pop up and tell us, yeah, I got an email from this lady. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Y'all saw where the case happened at. The area code was 901, 910, 910. Do the search and come right back to North Carolina. That's where it happened. That's where it went down. She on the run. And thanks to your mama, your day's probably numbered on the run. Thanks to your mama. And I appreciate everybody that came into this live. We're all about bringing the truth over here. Just to let everybody know, I ain't worried about the threats. They empty threats. Queens, y'all hold it down. And go back through this lie. Break that boy Bear down, because that's all he did was lie to us. He lied to us, along with his auntie and the rest of the family. Kings, y'all hold it down too. I'm out. One love.
If you don't like fire, still love you. Just know your favorite rapper's in trouble. Try to put me on a leash like a dog with a muzzle. I'm still gon' hustle. I was born in the struggle. Y'all say they great, but they average. They ain't never lost it, cause they ain't never have it. And everybody claim to be a savage. If it wasn't no guns, you would probably get your ass well. Yeah, fire is an enterprise. Get the spot jumping like a bunny, cause I'm energized. Who am I? I ain't even gotta emphasize. If you look me square in my eyes, you will realize I'm a force to be reckoned with. Cut your toes off. Any rapper try to step to this. What's a rookie to a veteran? Matter of fact, dummy, what's ignorance to intelligence? Y'all already know who the best is, and I ain't trying to hear shit like deaf kids. I just wanna stay fresh like baby powder and catch a bad bitch and suck a baby out of. Better cuff your chick or she dead meat. No child support, so this track is a dead beat. Flatline like coke, no razor blade. If you cut though, call me the ace of spades. You couldn't walk a mile up in my shoes. They too big like LeBron up in high school. That boy fire brighter than a lighthouse. I go to any arena and treat it like it's my house. That mean home court advantage like everywhere. Flow like gym shoes, I got every pair. My girl got a girlfriend and she love to share. She like for me to choke her, spank her, then pull her hair. I deserve a $6 million contract, cause I spit crack. Watch the city catch a contact. Police in my business trying to see who in my contacts. Niggas hating on me, I can't see without the contacts. I just want the cheddar, 3 cheese pizza. Shorty say she don't like me, and me neither. Watch a nigga take over the world again. I can turn a stud chick into a girl again. No sweat, homes fire like Teflon. Leave your chest gone like some fake breasts on. You could never win if you take the same loss. No slave man, bitch, I took my chains off. With who? With me, bitch, I'll fight back. Ever try to bite a pit bull? Watch it bite back. If you try to think for yourself, they don't like that. They rather you become a savage up in Chirac and possibly get whacked. But me, I'ma get paid, cause I spit bars super sharp like a switchblade. About to shit on these rappers, first I got a bar. Rap game trying to call me the lifeguard. No obligation, this is my conversation. All whack rappers should be incarcerated. It's showtime, call me the best act. If you want more, then wait for the next track. Or run it back. Shut down.